Listen, if you like it, I love it. I'm following your lead on this.
This is uncharted territory. These are conversations we never had in hip hop. This is uncharted territory. Please forgive me for all my responses. I don't know what to say on this. I gotta pray.
Oh man! All right.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Literally, you just said, yo.
I have to finish the sentence.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
To see the nigga Kanye or whatever. His office in Beverly Hills at one time was a cave. It was just fire in there. It's just mad. What the fuck is with me, man?
The cousin thing happens only one time because it was so hard to really express that. I talked to him about that, him and the whole team at the office in front of the big screen with. So I sat down with Dave. I was like, man.
Now what's up with your son, man? He's still your son. That's my nephew. That's your son. It's my nephew now. Get your son under control, man.
Kanye West is back in the spotlight again, but this time it's not about music, sneakers, or Sunday service vibes. Nope. The Chicago legend's latest marketing stunt got everybody talking, and not in a good way. People online are calling it confusing, disturbing, and somehow still entertaining all at once. It got so wild that even Harlem's own Mase and Camron had to step in and roast him live on air. During a brand new episode of It Is What It Is, the Harlem duo went all the way in on Ye, calling his latest rollout freaky and straight up bizarre. They joked about how Kanye's turned controversy into a business strategy, and this time, he might have taken it too far. So here's what went down. Kanye just dropped his new project, but instead of a regular promo campaign, he decided to flip the whole script and turn it into what looked like some kind of strange art ritual.
This is what happened, and I love to just share the story because I felt so, I was traumatized by it because it wasn't like something, you a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just do what you see. And then you're told that it's wrong afterwards. And then you're told it's wrong. And then you're made to be embarrassed about what you did. Or it's like, this is who you are for the rest of your life. That shit was like blocked out of my head for like 10 years. And I knew that once that it was expressed, because I had people around me that was like, yo, take it to your grave. It's like getting over the fear.
Reports say he hosted these private art events where models showed up in eerie outfits surrounded by weird symbols and cryptic visuals that had fans asking, wait, is this about music or madness? Now, Kanye's always been known for pushing limits, but this one crossed into territory that even his most loyal fans couldn't defend. People were side-eyeing hard, saying he's lost the line between genius and gimmick, and when that promo clip leaked online, it was over. Mase and Camron jumped on it fast. The moment it aired on It Is What It Is, they lit Kanye up like Harlem fireworks.
You hear what he said about you?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking to you. Because I don't usually talk to niggas who once they I don't go back. I don't go back and forth once you admit you That's just me.
Real quick, just for context, can I read what he said? Because the audience is probably like, but what did he say? So, Ye, in a deleted tweet, he said, how Cam Sam doing anything bad for Chicago? Chicago loves me. I love Cam. It's like you that had me shook to release the song, but I ain't scared of y'all type of nigga. And thank you for making Dipset. You're a god. And you, by the way. And I got on my $2 million Dipset belt as I tweet.
It might have been a phase.
So what Cam is saying is that his whole phase is up. he can have his whole phase deleted.
Listen,
that's what Dre said.
No, you could delete being a hoe, what Dre said, but Dre ain't a man who's that's what I'm saying.
Cam couldn't even get through his sentence without bursting out laughing, saying, man, Kanye out here promoting his album like he's running a haunted house. The whole studio cracked up, but behind the jokes, everyone knew there was truth in it. Because at this point, Kanye's marketing isn't just creative, it's confusing the whole world. Mase didn't hold back. He looked dead serious and said, that ain't marketing, that's a midlife crisis in HD. The whole studio cracked up, but behind the laughs, you could tell they meant every word. They weren't just joking. They were exposing what everyone's been thinking for years. Mase said Kanye used to stand for something real. Creativity with a purpose, music with meaning. But now it's just chaos caught on camera. He broke it down like, Kanye's always trying to outsmart the game, but these days, it looks like he's only outsmarting himself.
If you put out a song, I'm just saying, if you put out a song and you put out music the last 20 years, and this is the first song saying that your little cousins, and this is the reason he may be in jail, we not allowed to say nothing about that? You got 3, 4, 5 albums, Grammys, we ain't hear no talking on none of these other joints. Now that's what I'm saying. We had motherfucking Good Morning, they like Good Morning, you know, the other still Pusha T. We don't hear nothing about that. So the first time you're talking about you molested your little cousin, we not allowed to talk about it? Come on, bro. That gotta stop. 100 other talk about it. Same thing with other people. 100 other mention it. But when Cam say something, it's like you said, all right, we didn't know that. We're talking about it. Then you said after that, all that you gay. Okay, if you gay, fine, you gay. I didn't know. You're a public figure. Not only just a public figure, you're a superstar. Or was a superstar. Well, I don't know if you was or is or what. You're going to talk about when you say you said Kanye. And that's just what happened. I'm not dissing you or judging you or anything else. We just never heard that you like to do.
Cam jumped in, nodding, saying Kanye's marketing used to feel like art. Now it's just a gimmick in designer clothes. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Every few months, Kanye pops out with something wild just to trend. But fans are saying it's not even shock value anymore. It's straight up desperation. What made that moment so raw was how Mase and Cam turned clowning into coaching. It wasn't just jokes. It was tough love on live air. Cam stared right into the camera and said, Kanye's problem is he don't got nobody around him that says, bro, chill. And that line hit hard. Everyone in the comments said the same thing. You don't have real friends anymore, just people scared to tell him no. The old Kanye had balance, had people who kept him grounded, but now it feels like he's surrounded by yes men and wild ideas that nobody checks. Fans online went crazy backing up Mase and Cam, saying they finally said what needed to be said. Social media turned Kanye's comment section into a circus. Clown emojis everywhere, memes calling his rollout the freak show nobody asked for.
Kanye West seemingly admits to performing sexual acts on his cousin after they saw 2 men kissing in an X-rated magazine when they were kids. I s***ed my cousins till I was 14.
What happened at 14?
Taste buds get a little stronger. Puberty starts to kick in. Your taste buds either get stronger or they change. You don't eat the same things you did when you was a kid. Kanye is so mad that Shannon Sharp took the headline. You admitted to y'all don't know is that in Paris wasn't about the country.
I forgot.
Paris was the name of a person. My cousin, I'm gonna be honest with you, I saw that headline. I said, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Well,
I s***ed my cousin till I was 14. Okay. I don't think you stop. Once you get that oral fixation, you know what I'm saying? People that used to smoke cigarettes don't stop. They move on to something else. Vapes or the nicotine gum. You're always gonna have that oral fixation. Let me go look at the lyrics of this.
We need to get through the wire.
I need to see if we missed something, man. Let me see.
And let's be real, in a world full of real problems, Ye's latest art stunt looked less like creativity and more like a cry for attention. He's been playing this controversy card for years. From the robot fits to that strange new marriage to a woman who looks just like his ex. It's like he's addicted to chaos. Even Mase, the calm and spiritual one, couldn't stay quiet this time. He said, this ain't about art no more. It's about ego. That line summed it up perfectly. Kanye's no longer selling his music. He's selling himself one bizarre headline at a time. And the craziest part, it's working. For now. Cam leaned back in his chair, shaking his head like he'd seen it all before and said, bro, I used to look at Kanye like he was ahead of his time. Now it's like he's stuck in a loop trying to shock people who already stopped caring. That line hit the whole room. Everyone just nodded because deep down they knew he was right. There was a time when Kanye's chaos had meaning, when every wild idea had purpose behind it. But now, it just feels messy, like noise with no message. The footage from Kanye's so-called event said it all. He allegedly brought out creepy mannequins, used dim red lights, and flashed disturbing images while snippets of unreleased tracks played in the background. Some fans tried to defend it, calling it performance art, but others said it looked straight up like a ritual. The internet went into full meltdown mode, arguing if Kanye's still a genius or if he's just trolling his own legacy for clicks. Then Mase dropped one of the coldest lines of the night. There's a difference between being misunderstood and being manipulative. Boom! That one had everyone silent for a second.
You giving him a pass?
I can't give him no pass.
I'm not going back and forth.
Yeah. I didn't hear all that, but
we talked about it last week.
I gotta walk away.
He put out a record and saying he had sex with his cousin, and I'm actually trying to find the cousin. I want to interview the cousin. I'm trying to find, so anybody who knows this cousin that he's talking about and what jail he's in, we're willing to go to the jail to do the interview with the cousin who's been molested during life right now. We're actually on the hunt to find him personally at this personal moment, to find out exactly what Kanye did to him led to him being in this situation right now. Because Kanye said this is potentially why he could be doing life in jail, because he molested his younger cousin. If you gay, I like the fact that you admit that you gay. I don't like people that's in the closet and don't say they gay and they act like they straight. Just look, we're in 2025, you gay. It's all good. If you like on your personal time, that's what you like to do. I can't get mad at that. That's what you like to do. Just don't hide it. Don't be around secretly with this and you want to and they ain't on that. Just want something else. Just tell niggas that. So after we play basketball or we do business, go enjoy your evening. We going to enjoy our.
He explained how Kanye's mastered both sides, acting like a misunderstood artist, but also knowing exactly how to stir things up right before every album drop. It's like clockwork. Politics 1 minute, religion the next, shock imagery right after. He's perfected the art of unpredictability, but somewhere along the line, he lost the human behind the headline. Cam couldn't resist adding one more jab. He laughed and said, "I'm surprised he ain't start selling freaky merch to go with it. He'd probably drop a candle that smells like confusion." The whole studio fell apart laughing again, but you could tell Cam wasn't just clowning. He was calling it like he saw it. He said straight up, Kanye's legacy is getting buried under too many headlines and not enough hits. It's wild when you think about it. One of the most creative minds of a generation turning himself into his own distraction. What used to be brilliance now just looks like burnout on display. You can't keep trolling your fans and expect respect, Cam fired off, and that line hit like a punch. The internet ran with it instantly. Comments flooded in saying Mase and Cam were the only ones real enough to call Kanye out.
Hey, when somebody bring up his name to you, what's your first thoughts?
Kanye, he play crazy with who he want to play crazy with. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, so
yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, bro.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Exactly. It's beneficial.
Every time I see Kanye, I've seen Kanye about a year and a half, 2 years, about a year and a half ago. Was saying as a mother. What's up, Cam? You need some beats? I'm like, yeah, fuck around. Yo, all right, cool, man. It's like, yo, I might around with you tonight. You going to Tully? Like, I'm just going to Tully and Vibe. I pause. I like talking about beats. I'm like, all right, cool. 2 days later, going crazy on the news and all type of shit. Every time I see Kanye, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah. And he be saying some true shit sometimes too. Just be off the wall.
I mean, I've never seen a crazy Kanye personally.
Some fans praised them for speaking truth, saying, finally somebody's holding Ye accountable, while others argued that Kanye's just too deep into the character he built for himself to ever come back. But that's what made this moment so real. It wasn't just about Kanye being weird. It was about how fame can twist a genius into thinking attention is art. Mase and Cam made it clear. They're not mad at Kanye for being creative. They're disappointed that the creativity turned into chaos. Mase said, if you need controversy to sell records, maybe the music ain't hitting like it used to. And that bar went viral. Fans reposted it everywhere because it cut deep. Sometimes truth hurts more than hate. See, Mase and Cam weren't just random critics. They came up in the same era as Ye, back when talent spoke louder than gimmicks and hits carried weight without shock value. That's what made their words sting. They knew the old Kanye. The one who poured soul into every beat, not the one chasing headlines for clout. They watched him evolve from a visionary producer to a global icon, and then into a full-time controversy magnet. Every scandal, every outburst, every odd move, another piece of his legacy chipped away. Mase took a breath and said something that shut the room down. Back in the day, Ye had soul. He had passion. Now he just got Wi-Fi and followers. The internet lost it. That line went everywhere. Reposted, quoted, turned into memes. Because it perfectly summed up what people have been feeling for years. Kanye stopped creating from the heart. Now he creates for the algorithm. Then Cam jumped in and hit it from another angle, saying Kanye's biggest addiction isn't fame or money. It's controversy.
To see the nigga Kanye or whatever. His office in Beverly Hills at one time was a cave. It's just fire in there and shit. It's just mad. What the fuck is with me, man? I don't know who's with me. It's just like 4 fires. It's like a 15,000 square foot. It's not an office. It's like a warehouse, and it's just fire going. And you know, you acting crazy when nigga, not crazy, but like weird. Like Marilyn Manson was there, and a bunch of people. I got the picture. It's like, I'm in a picture of me, Marilyn Manson.
Need to see that picture.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson he had a makeup on. He's fat now and shit. No disrespect, Marilyn, but you gain weight from the shit. And it's like, yo. So you know, I know the nigga. I'm like, what are you doing?
I hope you didn't hear what Nigga cut through all that. Cut through all that. Yo, I hope you didn't.
He figured out a long time ago that drama gets more clicks than talent, and ever since then, he's been chasing chaos instead of craft. Cam said, he keep doubling down on the wild stuff because it keeps him trending, but at some point, people get tired. And that's the scary truth. Even Kanye's most loyal fans are starting to drift away. The thrill's gone, and the world's finally realizing when your brand becomes bigger than your art, it's only a matter of time before both start fading fast. Every time Kanye drops another wild idea, people don't even get excited anymore. They just roll their eyes. The shock factor's gone, replaced by straight up exhaustion. Then Mase switched gears and went deep. Breaking it down on a spiritual level, he said, Kanye's acting like someone trying to fill a void that money and fame can't fix. That line hit heavy. You could feel the room quiet down for a second. He explained, you can have the whole world watching you and still feel empty inside. That wasn't shade, that was wisdom. And that's what separates Mase and Cam from everybody else in this space. They don't just clown, they teach. They'll roast you with a joke, but underneath it, they're telling the truth that people don't want to hear. Cam, of course, couldn't help himself. He smirked and said, you probably gonna watch this and make a song about us next week. He loved attention too much to stay quiet. The crowd cracked up, but everybody knew Cam was spitting facts. Kanye's the type to feed off attention, good or bad. As long as people are talking, he's winning. That's why his name never leaves the timeline. Right after that episode dropped, clips of it went viral, trending across TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube in hours. People started posting side-by-sides of Kanye's old visuals next to his new promo clips. The difference was wild. Old Ye was all about art and message. Now it's chaos and confusion. One fan commented, he used to push culture. Now he just pushes buttons. That one comment alone summed it up perfectly. The craziest part? Mase and Cam weren't even trying to cancel him. They weren't hating. They were reminding Kanye of who he used to be before all the noise. Mase said it clear, you can't preach genius if you lost your balance. That's Harlem talk for, you can't lead if you lost yourself. And that line spread like wildfire online, quoted in captions, printed on memes, repeated in podcasts. After that episode aired, the internet exploded with reactions. Some people called Mase and Cam real ones for finally saying what everyone was scared to say. Others accused them of hating, saying they don't understand Ye's new vision. But whether you loved it or not, one thing was clear. The conversation hit a nerve. Kanye's name stays loud, but lately, the applause sounds a lot quieter than it used to. Let's be real. This wasn't hate, it was Harlem tough love. The kind that doesn't sugarcoat but still comes from a place of respect. When two legends like Mase and Camron call you out, it ain't about chasing clout, it's about accountability. These are men who've been through the game for decades. They've seen it all, the fame, the downfall, the comebacks. They've lived it. So when they speak on Kanye, it's not gossip. It's guidance from people who know the price of fame firsthand. Cam said it plain as day, we all got egos. But when your ego starts running your creativity, you become a puppet to your own image. Whew! That line had the studio quiet for a second. You could almost feel how deep that truth hit. Mase nodded right after and dropped another gem. He used to fight for the culture. Now he fights for clicks. That was a cold but honest take, because somewhere along the way, Kanye stopped inspiring people. Now he's just confusing them. But even with all that roasting and raw honesty, you could tell Mase and Cam weren't coming from hate. They said straight up, they still hope Ye finds his balance. Cam said, "We not mad at him. We just wish he'd go back to making music that meant something instead of all these freaky stunts." Mase agreed, saying, "He's still one of the greatest, but he gotta stop acting like the only way to be seen is to be extreme." And fans online couldn't get enough of that moment because it was real talk that came from love, not judgment. The comments went crazy. Support flooded in from fans across the world. People were saying Mase and Cam are the only ones who can talk about Kanye and make sense. Others said they respected how they mixed truth with humor, that signature Harlem edge that keeps it raw but never fake. You could tell folks were tired of the fake narratives, and they appreciated hearing real ones speak up with no agenda. At the end of the day, this whole situation said a lot about where the culture's at right now. Mase and Cam aren't just hosts cracking jokes. They're voices of reason in an industry that's drowning in noise and losing its authenticity. They speak for the fans who miss when music spoke for itself, when artists didn't need chaos just to stay relevant. And as for Kanye, the ball's in his court now. Maybe he'll laugh it off. Maybe he'll clap back with another creative stunt. Or maybe, just maybe, he'll actually listen. Because when Harlem legends tell you you're tripping, it's not gossip, it's a wake-up call. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more real talk and raw stories straight from the culture. And don't go anywhere. Click the next video you see on your screen for even more celebrity drama that'll have you hooked. After that episode, things didn't quiet down. They exploded. The next few days turned into a digital storm, with Kanye's team scrambling to control the narrative while Mase and Cam's clip kept climbing the charts. Fans were reposting their takes everywhere, and suddenly, what started as a lighthearted roast turned into a full-blown cultural debate. People began questioning whether Kanye even wants to make music anymore, or if he's more focused on keeping his name trending. Industry insiders even started chiming in, saying what Mase and Cam said publicly is what most artists whisper behind closed doors. One producer wrote, "Everybody respects Kanye's talent, but nobody understands his moves anymore." Another commented, "He stopped making art for the people. Now he makes it for attention." It's like everyone's been waiting for someone to say what Harlem already shouted out loud. Meanwhile, clips from Kanye's event started resurfacing in new angles, showing even more strange moments. Models standing still for hours, eerie background audio loops, and guests looking uncomfortable but pretending to get it. Some attendees admitted online they didn't even understand what they were watching, but clapped because it was Kanye. That says everything right there. People are scared to call him out in real time. But Mase and Cam's call-out broke that fear. They proved you can be honest about someone's downfall without disrespecting their legacy. Their message hit especially hard for younger artists watching from the sidelines. It reminded them that creativity without grounding turns into chaos fast. Mase even went live later saying, "You can't let your talent become your trap." That quote spread like wildfire across hip-hop blogs and think pieces. And here's the real twist. Insiders claim his inner circle did see the episode. A few close to him reportedly said he wasn't mad, just quiet, which for Kanye speaks volumes. Because if this moment actually makes him reflect, even for a second, then Mase and Cam did what the industry couldn't. They got him to listen. Now the question floating around online isn't just what's Kanye doing? It's what's he gonna do next? And for the first time in a long time, people aren't waiting for a spectacle. They're hoping for a comeback. So yeah, Mase and Camron torched Kanye for his freaky marketing move, but they also reminded him of one simple truth. Real impact don't need shock value, just substance. They didn't drag him out of hate, they checked him out of love. That's what makes it hit so hard. They've seen the game twist too many real ones into chasing attention instead of meaning, and they refuse to let Kanye, one of the most creative minds of his generation, keep losing himself in the noise. What Mase and Cam did wasn't just a roast, it was a reality check the whole industry needed. They showed that being honest don't mean being disrespectful, and that sometimes calling someone out is the highest form of respect. They said what millions been thinking but too scared to say, that Kanye still got the genius, but somewhere between the headlines and the hashtags, he forgot why people cared in the first place. Fans could feel that message deep. The comments were filled with people saying, "This is the Kanye I miss," and maybe he just needs to get back to the music that made us believe in him. Even people who used to defend every stunt started admitting maybe Mase and Cam were right, because when Harlem talks, it ain't gossip, it's gospel. And that's the beauty of it. It's not about tearing someone down, it's about pulling them back up before they fall too far. Mase and Cam gave Kanye something no yes man ever will: the truth. And that's why people connected with it, because it felt real, raw, and necessary. At the end of the day, fame fades, but authenticity lasts forever. And right now, Kanye's standing at that crossroads again. Does he keep chasing chaos, or does he finally come home to the art that built him? Let me know what you think. Did Mase and Cam go too far, or did Kanye need that wake-up call? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like, share, and subscribe button to keep this convo going, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't go anywhere and click the next video you see on your screen for more celebrity drama, more real talk, and more moments that'll have you saying, "No way that just happened."